Hello, welcome to a Let's Play of Fake Happy End. Before starting this game, something important to note. There's no real portrait art by default for the main character, so before you start the game you should read the RTF and learn how to make your own character portrait. I don't have any artistic skills, so the best I could really do is just put in a 1080 image of a 1080 Ti for my character portrait. Alright, here goes. Alright, some stuff about partial nudity and suggestive themes, so this game is rated PG-13, I think. At least that's what the RTF says. Enable full screen mode. Keep windowed. Show. Shift can fast forward. In general, I'd say it's pretty hard to tell if you're dreaming while you're inside of one. Some people are pretty good at it, but not me. So I really can't say whether this is just a dream or if this is all actually happening right now. It certainly doesn't feel like a dream though, no matter how much the current situation seems to tell me otherwise. The people nearby aren't doing anything out of the ordinary. Most are walking silently, not paying much heed to anyone else around them. Some are loitering on the street corners, chatting with their friends, or fiddling with their cell phones. Everyone's just going about their everyday business as usual. As far as they seem to be concerned, it's just another day of the week. It's not just another day. What sort of world is that? When the world is that? In the middle of the sky stood a tower of sorts, looking like a pile of massive columns all glued together. That was not there the last time I checked. Last I checked, there wasn't anything there, never mind something so remotely out of place in this city. Being overnight and materialized out of nowhere, and nobody seems to care, or even notice. No matter who I ask about it, all I get are blank stares and weird looks. Maybe I'm the one that's weird. If everyone's acting normal and you're the only one freaking out, it makes more sense to think that you're the one that's strange, right? So have I gone nuts? Am I just seeing things? I guess there's only one way to find out. Well, I can confirm one thing now. This structure isn't just a figment of my imagination. It really is there, as if it's always been there. I tried walking around the perimeter, seeing if I could figure something out from looking at its exterior. In doing so, I managed to figure out a few things. Observation 1. Surprisingly enough, this is a building, despite its looks. Along the walls are numerous holes and entry points. And from what I can see, there's interconnected rooms inside, man-made rooms at that. Observation 2. This building is occupying its own space. What I mean is, it didn't materialize inside other buildings in the area. Rather, buildings were built around it, as if the builders were aware that it was there all along, which is weird because... Observation 3. Although construction was built around it, walkways and fences were laid out without taking it into account, resulting in roads that just abruptly end upon running up against the tower. Observation 4. People avoid this place. I took some time to watch the pedestrians in the area, sometimes even going up to them to ask about the tower. It was the same as before. Everyone pretended not to see it, and no one walked near it. A few even got angry at me, as if I was playing a prank on them. Ironic, isn't it? So what's the deal? Why did this tower seemingly appear overnight, and not one person seems to notice it, except for me? If I'm going to answer any of those questions, there's only one thing to do. Taking a deep breath, I duck into the entryway in front of me and make my way in. Yeah, my range of sight is really limited in this game, as you can see. So it's very easy to just walk into an enemy ambush. There's no shops or anything on the first floor. I actually played this before, but I decided to replay because I decided to change my character name and sprite. Anyways, this square that I'm walking around is a trap door. No way to progress unless I go into it, unfortunately. And no way to open the menu until I get to a later cutscene. Suddenly, the ground gives way. Ouch, what is this place? I've fallen down a ways. This must be the tower's basement. When I looked up, no sign of the hole where I had fallen through. That was a trap door. It wasn't like the ground had been weak there. I saw it as I was falling down. The tile floor actually fell away on hinges the moment I stepped there. In other words, a trap, but why? A cold chill ran through me. For an intruder like me, there are no good reasons for a trap like that to exist. I should get out of here. Forget trying to make sense of things for now. I'll wait back up. There should be one, right? Okay, and this is where things start getting dangerous. Yup. FOE. As I round the corner, a horrific creature emerges from the shadows, like something out of a nightmare. What is that? Spotting me, the creature charges. I have no idea what happens if you try to fight it this early on. Let's give it a shot, huh? I lost to it before with a party member, but let's see. Ah! Dead! A blinding hot pain courses through me. My vision turns red as I watch my body being devoured before my eyes! Then, nothing. Huh, at least they had the courtesy to let me start here. But, am I really just gonna jump right into the trapdoor again? Yeah, they will. And the monster is still right there, waiting for me to approach. Yeah, well, at least I know now. Hey, this way! A voice calls out to me from one of the passageways. Without any hesitation, I ran towards it, the monster right behind me. As the gates swing shut behind me, I fall to my knees, gasping. You're not one of them, are you? A girl, she's dressed kind of strangely, and she's fixing me with an intense look. When I don't respond immediately, she grabs me by the collar and pulls me up with surprising force. Hey, answer me. You a monster too, or what? What are you talking about? Do I look like a monster to you? Her face is inches from mine, eyes glowing as if they wanted to burn a hole through me. No way. You're really just a human? I'm not a human. I'm a graphics card, according to the character portrait. She asks more to herself than to me. She lets go of me and steps back. Who are you? What are you doing here? That's my line. What's going on here? What was that thing? This tower just shows up out of nowhere, and everybody acts like it doesn't even exist. And now there's traps and monsters? Yeah, I don't know either. I'm just as lost as you are. She pulls me up to my feet. Are you alright? Can you walk? That wasn't the only one. There's others up ahead. Others? Other what? Monsters? Yeah, they're everywhere in this tower. It's a real mess. What do we do? Are we trapped down here with them? Is there any way out? Don't worry. Those other monsters are a lot less scary compared to the one just now. Besides, you might not notice, but we can defend ourselves. Watch. What? A small burst of light appears, then immediately puffs out. Was that some sort of magic? Neat, huh? I don't know how it works, but while we're here in this place, we've got this sort of power. I'm sure you can do it too. Try it out. Try it out, she says. Well, at this point, I'm ready to accept just about anything. I close my eyes and pretend to do as she tells me, searching for some sort of hidden inner power. No, I don't need to pretend. What is this? Has this been here the whole time? I never realized until she called attention to it, but... Following her example, I make a similar gesture. See? You can do it too. She pats me on the back. My name's Karen. What's yours? Me? I can use numbers, so... I'm just going to say 1080 Ti. Alright, 1080 Ti. For now, let's just focus on getting out of here. Also, don't step on that switch in the alcove over there, unless you feel like you've lived long enough. That switch will open the door so that you can fight the monster, but I would not recommend it. And I'll show you why. Can I ask you something? What? Is this a dream? She smiles bitterly. A dream, huh? Wouldn't that be nice? Hate to break it to you, but this is cold, harsh reality you're taking in here. It's all real. She leaves all of that, beckoning for me to follow her. Karen joined up. Main menu. Yup, this is my player character. A 1080 Ti. I don't know how to draw characters, so might as well just use some stock image. Yup. Save point. Anyways, want to see what happens when you fight the monster? Whatever you do not try to use the restart option after losing to it. Otherwise, the door will remain unlocked and the monster will still be able to chase you. Oh shoot, this looks kind of weird. That's hilarious. Yep, it's just a 1080 Ti in a video game. Dead Wind. Bad End. To title. I do not recommend loading right there. Okay, continuing my 1080 Ti playthrough. Anyways, these monsters will not give chase. So, as long as you avoid them, you can go grab some items first. It's important to get this fire spell, fire soul first, because it will allow you to do AoE attacks and boost your strength. Also, when you go to don't worry about running out of enemies to fight. As the moment you step on the save point, they will all respawn. I'll demonstrate right now. Oh shoot, this is actually kind of obstructive. I can't actually see the enemies. Oh, I can see them as long as I'm selecting, but still, even she blocks it. That's kind of inconvenient. Maybe I should set it to be transparent or something. Attack boost. Sometimes the enemy will do dud attacks. It's kind of a mercy when they do it, but even the bosses do it. But don't always count on it. You gotta be prepared for an onslaught if you get unlucky. Like that. They're not fucking around now. There goes my fire all. So now I'm just stuck using normal attacks. Ow. Yep. Boom, respawned. So you can essentially grind infinitely near a save point. Just don't try to open that door. That is fatal. Anyways, there's no other treasures on this floor, fortunately, so I can just continue to the next floor. Yeah. Well, before I do that, I'd still like to do some kind of grinding, just so because the boss in this area is actually kind of difficult. Oh shoot! There's two chests and one enemy. Or a sentinel. Guard plus 10. And gives hit point boost. Soul Ice. Okay. There, this will give everyone AoE skill that they can use right from the start of battle. This will make it much easier to smash those stupid random encounters in the face. Back! Or a Valkyrie. Attack plus 10, start with guard boost. Yikes. Oh shoot! I see a chest there though. Runic Crimson Tear. This is simply a stat boost. Critical plus 3. Healing spells can also crit, so I'm not sure who should put this on. Go this away. Yeah, once you know where all the enemies are, it's really easy to dodge them. Honeydew. Hit point regen. Let's see. What the? Oh shoot. Aha! I've been through this before, so I already know how to dodge. Unfortunately, the boss here, I'm gonna need to grind a bit to beat. It's really, really hard. Seriously. Be right back. Okay, I think I've done enough grinding. Now time to take on the boss. It's really tough. Seriously. I'm pretty much just better off doing preemptive healing with her. Or not. And sliver about horribly. Ah. Fire all. The all version actually has a 1.2 multiplier, so that's always a thing. Oh no. I hate when this thing buffs its own. It buffs its AP like that. It's really cheap. Attack boost self. It only stacked one turn of guard down, unfortunately. Ah, critical. Ah, dead wind. It's just gonna spam dead wind a lot. That's really sucks. But not much I can do about it. Force. Trick is to make sure you finish it off really quickly now. Yep. Here we go. Ice. Okay. I won this time, mostly because I knew the battle system slightly more during this run. And it gives me a free air to equip. Let's see. He's the only one who can equip it right now, but I'll get a third character that I'll probably put this on. You know, basically a weaker version of that unbeatable boss from down there. Alright. There goes my last save usage. Did we make it out? Yeah, this looks like the surface. We should be safe now. She glances around the room, then seeing a switch in the corner, goes up to it and presses it. The gate opens nearby, revealing the hallway where I first entered. I breathed a sigh of relief. For a moment, I really thought we were going to die down there. Don't be so dramatic. Well, May was a little hairy, but we came out of there just fine. Didn't any of that faze you? You're made of some pretty stern stuff. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Come on, what's an adventure without a little danger? You can't tell me you weren't at least a little excited. Maybe a little. See? You'll be fine. Look, there's another set of stairs here. I think they'll take us further in. Wait, you want to keep going up? We just barely got out of there with our lives. Take a moment if you need to, but we can't stop here. I mean, there's gotta be a reason why we're the only ones able to see this place, right? The only way we'll figure that out is if we keep going. Well, I have to admit, I was curious. That's why I even came here in the first place. Still, near-death experiences do tend to have a way of reminding you about the more pressing matters, like not dying. Alright, listen, let's just call it here for today. We can come back tomorrow. Tomorrow, but even if you're fine, I need time to rest and soak in what happened here. And it's not like it's going anywhere, right? Really? You gonna say that about this tower when yesterday you didn't even know it existed? How do you know it's not gonna vanish overnight? Or that you'll end up like everyone else and not be able to see it anymore? Okay, I don't know. If that happens, then I guess I'll just go back to my normal life. Hell, I'm still not convinced this is all just a crazy fever dream. But whatever the case, I still need to stop for today. My nerves are fried enough as it is. Fine, I got it. Just, you'll be back, right? Promise? I can't do this by myself. Yeah, don't worry. I want to figure out what's up with this place too. I'll come back. Okay, we're partners in this now. Make sure you come back as soon as you can. So a weird tower appeared today that no one else seems to be able to perceive. No one else save me and that girl, Karen. Inside are demonic creatures straight out of a horror film that can be fought off using some sort of strange magic that in turn can only be used inside the tower. Now that I'm outside, it's weird to think that I had that sort of power in the first place. On one hand, it felt perfectly natural while I was there using it, but now that I'm outside, it's as if I know better. Like, of course, I don't have those kinds of abilities. Kind of like in a dream, where being able to fly or walk through walls just seems par for the course. You don't question being able to do it until you wake up and realize, oh, that's not something I can normally do. Another thing that struck me was that the tower was man-made. I mean, it had hallways and stairs and properly functioning rooms and everything else you'd expect from a building made by people. So if people build that tower, why is it that no one else can see it? Why am I able to see it in Karin, but nobody else? One thing's for sure, just thinking about it isn't going to give me any answers. Like Karen said, the only way we'll learn the truth is if we explore it further. I still pronounce Karen like Karin in Fairy Fencer, regardless of the dangers involved. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. And also, maybe check out Neok's other game, Alter Ala Genesis.